Hi, this is Kathy Herman. So I have these two cats who live with me. Hanani is this big bruiser of a boy. He's got huge paws and he's a real stocky body. And then there is my sweet boy Rocco, and he's a slender fellow and fine bone. And of the two of them, and they're both boys, Hanani is the alpha cat. And he likes to make sure that Rocco knows this. And so a couple of times a week, Hanani seeks to dominate Rocco by beating the hell out of him. And, he's a cat and he's driven by instinct and I can't change him. And so really all I can do with the two of them is just play the peacemaker and separate them when they get into it. Now, what does this story have to do with the business blog? Well, one of the things that continues to happen in the current business landscape is that there are too many companies who are they're Honanis, who are trying to be domineering not only to their competition, but to their very own customers. And that is a traditional business model that is failing in today's environment. And the reason for that is because today's customers are insisting that they be allowed to engage, collaborate, and create with the companies that they do business with. Now, what that means is that companies that continue to try to push their marketing message on customers rather than to engage in two-way conversations are finding that their customers are increasingly dissatisfied. Companies that aren't listening to their customers when they're defining what their product sets will look like and what their future functionality will look like are losing customers. And if you want a good example of that, then all we have to do is look at RIM and its playbook. And one of the reasons that this is something I'm thinking about today is because I was just reading a Wall Street Journal article about RIM today. And one of the things that the Wall Street Journal was pointing out is that the reason that RIM is failing with its playbook is because they failed to take into account the important customer segment in the consumer market. And so they haven't put enough feature functionality into the playbook that's going to appeal to that market, which is one of the markets that is out there buying up tablets. And as a result of that, RIM's revenues for the playbook are way down in comparison to the iPhone and the Android tablets. So if you're a company and you recognize that you need to be more customer-centric, that you need to partner up with your customers rather than trying to dominate them, what can you do? What are some definitive steps that you can take in order to start the engagement, in order to understand what your customers' needs and desires are? Well, I've got two ideas for you. The first is you can take advantage of the social web. Leverage a social monitoring solution that will allow you to control the social web and see what people are talking about, see what your customers are talking about, see what people are saying about your competition. This will allow you to collect social data. It's unstructured, but it's hugely valuable because it tells you why customers are behaving as they are. A second thing that you can do, which is also related to social engagement, if you put into your website the capability to capture product ideas from your customers, and you have the technology that allows customers to vote on product ideas, and what that's going to give you is a really good sense of what customers want and the priority they place on certain feature functionalities. And then what you can do is take that information back into your product development teams and be able to merge that with what your own engineers believe to be important feature functionality to better develop products that are going to have a maximum appeal to your customer base or to the prospects that you want to attract. So, to close the loop and summarize, if your company insists on being a Honani and insists on maintaining a domineering stance, you're going to find that to be detrimental to your company because what's going to happen is you're going to lose revenues. And why? The reason for that is because there are increasingly companies that are starting to become more customer-centric and recognize the importance of engaging with customers. And those companies that do that, they're seeing a variety of advantages. Increased customer loyalty, better product design, better customer service offerings. And all of those things are coming together to increase revenues by either maintaining the customer base or adding to it. So that's it for today, and thanks for taking the time to listen. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.